Development in the Haylee Donathan case. Cops have said Haylee was taken by her mom and mom's sex offender boyfriend. She's been missing for 3 weeks now. Now, cops have not issued an Amber Alert, but that could soon change. Let's bring in our Prime News correspondent, Rochelle Carey, with more on this. What's going on that could change that, Rochelle?
Well, Mike, Haylee's biological grandmother has now been awarded emergency custody of the 4-year-old girl, and that may seem insignificant, but this is the thing. The change in custody allows cops to issue an Amber Alert. Police hope the added attention will help bring this little girl home. A nationwide manhunt is still on for Haylee's mother and her boyfriend. These two right there. That is Robbie Potter. Potter is a level 3 sex offender, and cops say he recently escaped from a halfway house in Mansfield, Ohio. It has been more than 3 weeks since they were last seen. On June 2nd, surveillance video shows the suspect's car more than 1,000 miles away in Stratton, Colorado. Cops are looking for a black and teal Chevy truck with orange lights on the windshield and running boards. Anyone with information is asked to call 1-866-4-WANTED. That's 1-866-4-WANTED. Mike.
Okay, Rochelle, thanks for that. So we want to know off that, how's this going to help? How big is this in the search for little Haylee? Let's bring back our guest, Anita Kay, criminal defense attorney, former prosecutor, Mike Brooks, HLN law enforcement analyst. Mike, first off, give everybody a picture. What does an Amber Alert mean? How huge is that in the search for this little girl?
It's huge, Mike, because what they can do now, they can now use bulletin boards all across the different states where they think they could be going to actually put up images of this truck. And there was something else that came out Thursday, Mike. I just want to let our viewers know that's very, very distinctive about this truck. On the back window is basically a pattern that looks like lightning bolts. It looks like a sky filled with lightning bolts. They were able to see this in that video, in that little surveillance video on June 2nd. And they put that out, the U.S. Marshals put that out Thursday because it's very, very distinctive about this truck. But getting back to the Amber Alert, Mike, it will enable law enforcement now to use more assets, if you will, and hopefully to try to recognize it. Because somebody's got to have seen this truck, Mike. Because they believe that the marshals believe that they had some friends possibly in Colorado near where they were spotted, but they also apparently have some friends and associates in Phoenix. So they could be anywhere between Colorado and Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay, a lot of folks I'm sure have questions, Anita. How does Grandma get custody? Now, it's a good thing here because now the Amber Alert can go forward, but how did that work out?
Well, Grandma's going in based on what's in the best welfare of Haylee. And a lot of that is what Haylee's own mother has done. And everything that we've got, she has run off with the sex offender. So she should know better than be putting her child in danger by spending any time with a sex offender, let alone running halfway across the country with him. And I think the courts are going to be very sympathetic to the grandmother coming in because she's had no contact with her daughter. This isn't like they were just taking a vacation. She talked to her mother every day and said, oh, Haylee and I are coming home tomorrow, and then they do. So I think the courts are going to be very sympathetic, and everyone wants Haylee back. Yeah. So it was the right thing to do. It was a good thing to do, and it is going to widen the investigation. Although it's made national news, the Amber Alert is going to hit those people who are on the road who maybe don't watch TV, you know, long-haul truck drivers, things like that, where someone's going to see this truck.
Yeah. Again, last sighting, June 2nd, gas station in Colorado, I believe the eastern portion of the state. Let's take a phone call. Patricia in Pennsylvania. Hi, Patricia. Your comment or question?
Yeah, hi.
Hey.
Why, when this child was seen in bed with a sex offender and his crazy mother, why did it take so long to get an emergency order so that this Amber Alert could go forward?
Patricia, great question. Now, you refer that information, Mike, correct me if I'm wrong here, that comes from a friend of the mom's.
Right, former roommate.
Former roommate who says she walked in and the three of them were all in bed together.
Exactly.
Right? So let's answer the college question. Why wasn't something done then?
Well, that was somewhere around May 27th, if I'm not mistaken, because the last time she was seen was May 28th. And, you know, actually it was Mary Watson, the grandmother, Mike, who had reported that, you know, that she was missing and may be with this sex offender. Because I don't think, and I talked to the grandmother last Thursday on the Nancy Grace show, and I can tell you, I really don't believe that Mary Watson knew that she was hanging out with this character until after they were already gone. I really don't.
Yeah. All right. So here's our takeaway: that Mary Watson, the grandmother of little Haylee Donathan, has custody, meaning the Amber Alert can go forward. So we're hoping that is the break we need to find this cute little girl. Mike, Anita, thanks so much, guys. All right, coming up, breaking news here. We're finding